All right, let's do an analysis on Tesla price action. Today is Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. And if we take a look at the chart right here, you can see that the arrow that I have drawn on there is pointed at the pink line. The pink line for me is the 200-day moving average. It is the moving average that most institutions are looking at. And depending on where the candlesticks are pointing, whether above or below the 200-day moving average, it shows a tendency of the general direction of price. Now, Tesla has just recently gone below the 200-day moving average, so it is a little bit of a starter, but there's other things that we want to also look at on top of this. So on top of the sort of a symmetrical triangle that we're seeing right here, if you look at the overall pattern right there, it is below the 200-day moving average, and then the bottom portion, which of the symmetrical triangle, which the arrow is now pointing at, also shows that there's a price breakage below the 300 or just almost towards the 300 price tag. So going into next week, we also know that the S&P 500 classically, from a seasonality perspective, does not perform in the month of August. And so that might be added headwinds, which is favorable especially if you're targeting a short trade on Tesla going into next week. Add that with Tesla, it's looking pretty good for a potential trade to the downside. So the arrow is pointing at a near-term trend line. Again, 2 points make a trend line, and we see about 3 points connected right there. It is at currently 302.63, but I'm seeing as we move into the week, if we can get below 300, I definitely see a flush happening. So that's the trade idea. Again, not investment advice, but a downside put options trade is something that can happen in the next week. So let's watch.